So now I guess it's time to find out what that Jade Chamber's gonna do.
Paimon's exhausted.
Yeah.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go.
How? There's big giant tentacles in the air.
Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
God.
Hold on.
Angry God.
It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, Paimon
Okay,
gets it.
Mooncarver.
So how do you plan to defend Liyue?
Is it gonna be some really extra kind of like
Overlord of the Vortex guy
thing
puts
like
a
when it
pin
was
in
with
Paimon's
Storm
tummy,
Terror?
even from all the way out here?
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue
I
Harbor.
love that it's raining and then I can see that I have the animation of being wet on me while everybody else is bone dry. I want to be bone dry. I don't want to be frozen.
So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this
knows?
together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What?
Thanks.
All of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
Paimon, shut up.
Certainly could.
Huh?
Rex
the
Lapis.
Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it piqued their
Oh,
fancy.
the ballista.
And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong ballista with one's own hands is here.
Zhongli!
For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti
never mind.
mechanisms?
Zhongli fixed it though.
Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for.
Yeah.
So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Well, I mean, we had a lot of moments to spare to talk about our plan and what we're doing.
Yep.
Did you at least bring the ballista over here? Is that what you're doing now? It is what she's. That is a lot of ballista. That's more than one. We're not even shooting at the body though. Shocker! Fatui! Oh, you decided to build Barbara as a DPS as a joke, and I accidentally made her better than the majority of my normal team? Oh my god, Eggland. That's fucking hilarious. I try to do my best on setting... I don't have a lot of healing
The three
stuff.
Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of.
Oh,
then.
now you are
What
suddenly a
strength
lot
remains
easier to
within
beat, you
you.
asshole.
One wishes to witness.
Why are you guys suddenly a lot easier to beat? The ones that were there at the other place were a lot harder, man. They were a lot harder.
Miscalculated.
Oh my god. You mean I actually have... I have health bars.
Oh,
They have
so
health
sorry.
bars. I don't like this.
Let's move.
Don't you... Stop it! Stop it. Hold up.
Disappear.
Don't touch. Stop touching! I can't tell. I think he died. Oh, no, wait. He went over here. I don't like this. I have to do this for 5 minutes on my own.
That is Osial's divine power.
Where?
I am very familiar with it.
Where?
Be careful not to get hit.
Where's the next one, though? Oh, hey, can you not? Okay, perfect. Here's the next
The
one.
Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
Of course they are.
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Stop! Oh my God. It's not gonna go over well. Is it you? It's you, isn't it, right?
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't hold...
No, we really can't.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Yeah. One of them's being kind of like really nailed, and I have absolutely no help from you
Don't lose
assholes.
heart. Here, take this.
Adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Cars! Wow, it's Madam Ping's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
Yeah, I just wish I could have really helped more in that first one.
What's the...
Okay. Heh. Coming.
With the wind!
Freeze!
Really wish it wouldn't get stuck on the stupid thing. Does absolutely nothing for me. Okay. No, you're not dead yet.
With the
Why not?
blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil!
Boosted
Cast
my
your fear
survival
of
capacity.
injury by
That's
the
great.
wayside and fight with all your might.
Thank
I
you.
too did this during the Archon War.
Thank you.
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness.
Oh
Take
my God.
power and run as I do.
Okay.
We're going too fast.
We are going very fast for no enemies right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, can you not? Can you not?
Let's dance.
Okay, so I guess it actually didn't, really calculate for me getting that much done in that little bit.
You are strong in body
Hey,
and
whoa,
spirit.
whoa, whoa.
Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
I am trying my best. I'm taking advantage of the fact that it is raining. And all these guys are wet.
Let it rain.
Okay, I am super glad though that they started making this a lot easier, because I was very afraid. At least I can use the better artifacts I put on Barbara for my actual team. Exactly. It's not a bad situation yet.
Exercise caution.
Coming.
I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Well, you hope. I sure hope.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Be great if these Fatui would stop showing up, though. That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. It also feels like this is another one of those that, like, you can't super fail unless you absolutely don't try your best. And I'm trying my best. Other than I'm getting stuck here.
Dodge this.
Coming for you.
Don't get frostbite.
How do you all like being frozen?
Freeze.
It's great, isn't it? It's great!
No, the Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight
I
on,
would hope
comrades.
so.
Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Yeah, come here. Come on, let's go. Go, hit one. One more, Kaya.
Look at
Please.
The interlopers
Where
are
were
no
you this
more.
whole time?
Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Again, it's kind of weird that we're shooting at the tentacles and not the
working.
actual
We just need to
body
keep
of the
this up.
beast. Oh, that looks fun. That looks disastrous. Oh, there goes our ballistas. Good thing he's swift. And all the other Adeptus are helping out too.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
Which is?
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Ah, okay. Are we gonna finally aim for the body of the beast? There we go. I didn't know it was made of explosives. Oh, the water looks so pretty.
Just once more.
I guess that Fatui had to wait until now for its dying breath. Oh my goodness. What a fight. Oh, I didn't think that the actual end of Liyue would have been that I was that close to it. I mean, like, it kind of felt like I was because of how long it took me to do that rite of parting stuff, but damn. So how's everybody doing? Your god is still alive.
Finally over?
I think
The
so. We're
ominous
at
aura
the
of that
autoplay
monster
text,
has
so I think we're
indeed
good.
begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
He's not dead.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer.
He's not dead.
I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
That is true.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations.
Of course.
Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
For it is a fake!
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone. Just
I
as
love
it
the
was
fisherman
thousands of
in the
years
background
before.
just trying to live his life.
This is
while
truly
everybody
no small
overhears
feat.
big people.
But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
That is not what she fucking said.
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract.
Yeah.
Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation.
Yeah.
I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
What a riveting dream.
Oh, Ningguang.
We're all on the same
Yet
side.
another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
When there is discord between the Guardians and those they were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learned in the City of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity.
So,
As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
alright, that's what I mean.
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
Good old grandma. Always the
I
good.
apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti.
Were you the
I
guy
thought
that
this battle
attacked
would
me at Julian
perhaps
Curse?
be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be.
I feel like he
Although
was.
I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Would you look at that?
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just
Why are
beat
you
that
here,
big
child?
monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there.
Again, why are you here? Children.
When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus.
Apparently.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter.
That's what happens with
Although
civilizations.
their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Cloud Retainer is absolutely
Seems like
refusing
the
to
Adepti have
move.
had a change of heart.
They've listened to what the people have said, and they're trying to understand things from their perspective.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yeah. He has a place to go to.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition.
That's what you get
Fair
for being
enough.
so old.
Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Oh, he's definitely not too enthused.
Since we Adepti have consensus,
Never mind.
then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
It is.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Yeah, kinda. Humans are humans, though, man. We really can't be trusted.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
You can say that again. The Adepti were quite reasonable in the end.
Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Childe wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out.
And it didn't happen.
But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too?
Yeah. I guess. I guess that's
doesn't
still
get it.
me.
But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless Rite of Parting that we're organizing?
Yeah.
No idea where Zhang Li's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Good lord. So much happening. I opened up a new domain. I don't know which one, but I opened it. Ugh. I hate having stuff to look at. Look at that. And I can't get rid of the story thing because I'm not, like, long enough in the story. Ugh, yes, I know my world level got harder. I get it. I get it. And we gotta look for Zhongli. And hey, at least I am full health after that fight, because that was a long fight. Hoi! But glad to know that as long as you're semi-decent at dodging, you'll be okay. Do I have any? I don't think I have anything for you, actually. So that's useless. I opened up the golden house. Oh, as a domain. Got it. That makes sense. Wait. Thank you. I'm coming! Zogby! Wait. Hello, fairy lady.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests. We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here? Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank. Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House.
Yeah. Okay, come on, game.
Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble.
Shh,
we had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
I mean, we might as well. We've pretty much been his almost... Okay, come on, game. Sometimes the autoplay doesn't work all that great. It's up here. Correct? Yes. I remember. I wonder if he'll even be here. Hello. No, don't talk to Vlad. I don't want to talk to Vlad. I wanted to go inside. Thank you. How are the Fatui still able to be here? Just standing here. Like, really? They just helped attack and try to destroy the city with... Okay. It's killing me.
You call this
There he
cooperation
is.
between Harbingers. Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to
Signora.
heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Childe. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
Yes.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name.
Sadly.
Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Breathe. Just stay
Well,
calm.
if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing
two.
each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map.
Bro,
This is
it was
certainly
like
a bit
10 minutes ago.
Awkward, wouldn't you say?
10 minutes ago.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
I never did.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you.
I've been holding the,
The
very
real
first
deceivers
interaction
here are
with you
Signora
against you.
and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Oh, wait.
So
Signora and
actually, I
Zhongli?
think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Wait. You've got to be fucking kidding me. What? Zhongli?
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
What the fuck? Great. Oh boy.
How sanctimonious.
I mean, I didn't really have my suspicions until, like, as we were heading to this bank is when I started having suspicions. Because I did start thinking that he knew a lot. Okay. Cool.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
What the fuck? I definitely don't understand, but why did you feign your death?
You don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony
Peepa
for you
Zhongli
when
is god
Scratch,
number 2.
this big
Oh yeah,
dragon
he
falls out
is!
of the sky, and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain.
Yeah, it'd be great.
As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years.
A long time, yeah, you're old as fuck.
It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue, together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
This is why Zhongli has been labeled Peepa.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart.
Okay.
Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer.
But come on,
So I
dude.
feigned
Giving
my
your
own death
gnosis away, though, is
and
kind of a
gathered the
big
cast
fucking
of
deal.
Childe, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
So were you satisfied with the finale? Let me guess, you had another plan in case it all burned down.
Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning.
It has
That's
meaning
right.
to other people,
Which
though.
is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible.
Yeah, they did.
Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Chising, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people.
Yeah, efforts.
Credit is also due to Signora,
Fuck
the
that.
emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Childe. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned.
Yeah.
There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done,
Were you happy?
they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
That doesn't sound good
Yeah,
at all.
no, it doesn't sound good.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Yeah, but you're not giving
Hey,
much of a
what
great
about
gift for
me?
people that
Doesn't
are going to
anyone
be
feel
fucking
the least bit
affected
of
by the
remorse
fact
for
that she has
deceiving
two
me?
gnosis!
You've practically kept me in the dark.
Child, we don't fucking care.
I think that
Shut up.
thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
You've really embarrassed yourself this time. We were both equally fooled. You know what? I don't care if I was equally fooled. I am gonna make a jab at Childe because I can.
Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Uh-huh.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Again.
Fine.
Rex, I know
I'll
you
meet you
want to
there later.
retire. I'm
not
glad
sharing
you're
a boat with the
retiring.
likes of you.
But what the fuck do you think they're gonna do with the Gnosis?
Do as you wish.
Seriously. Oh my god. All this work to try to prove that Liyue will be fine without
Now
him.
then, is
And
there
he's gonna
anything
fuck
else
it.
you wish to ask me?
Yes! I'd like to know what the Cryo Archon offered you. What could possibly be worth a Gnosis?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
Thank you.
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it.
Okay,
My
but
agreement
this is
with
big.
the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My
I don't care if it's for the
contract
Cryo
to end all
Archon.
contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna. You suck. It's...
Paimon can't absorb so much information at once. So, Zhongli, what sort of contract did you sign with the Cryo Archon?
I'm seriously gonna ask
I'm
right
so
away again.
curious.
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge any of its contents.
Uh-huh.
Ugh, you're so petty.
I wouldn't really call that petty. Okay, great. Great. Who did they say was the youngest Archon? Is it the Cryo Archon? That's the youngest? I don't remember which one it is. No. I don't remember which one she said was the youngest. If it's the Cryo Archon, then it's a little baby that's just wanting to be big. But I don't remember who's the youngest, so... Okay, cool. Goodbye. I didn't need to read that. Nobody needed to read that.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Yeah. You got a point. It would be a shame not to go see it. You know what? I need more of these. I don't have a lot of these. kind of gave a lot of them away, so hold up. Golden bass! Golden bass! Stealing some of these. And you can't stop me. Golden bass. Okay. I've got some more. I need to make some more health items as soon as I'm done with this too. Before I get into any more fights, I need to make health items. So what are we doing here? Hello.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
He just wanted to retire,
So
but he had to make a big
Rex
deal
Lapis
out
is
of it.
really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think
Signora.
that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow.
Oh my
Youngish,
god.
pretty high in rank. I think they called him Childe.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
At least people still
Lower
don't
your
like him.
voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
Okay, not that great. Don't be afraid of the Patui.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yeah.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Yeah, it's been exhilarating.
Do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed.
Yeah, so what if it's possible?
I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked black-hearted
Childe
scoundrel.
is gonna have a problem later on.
Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Signora.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us.
Signora.
Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Sure. I want to know what you have to say. Childe deserves the problems he really
Hear ye
does.
all. The Chising's words.
Rex Lapis
Though a
retired.
dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Okay, so he let them know that Rex was still alive. Maybe?
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said.
They said that Rex Lapis wasn't murdered. They said that Rex Lapis died because of a divine trial. They pretty much said he wasn't murdered.
So that's how they're spinning it.
They have to spin it somehow, Paimon.
Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot.
I mean, we know the reason
Could
why.
the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything.
Oh, that's true.
Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
I think that's possible. I think you've hit the bullseye this time.
Exactly, right?
A little bit of credit to you, Paimon. You
Seems like
finally
the
did some real
party has been
thinking.
going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Yeah, can we please see what our efforts came out to be? Oh my goodness. Oh, I got barely. I was gonna look around first, but I got too close.
It's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are there speeches over?
I don't know. I can't hear over you,
As
Paimon.
said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
So?
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream,
I want Zhongli to just be in the background somewhere, just creeping.
Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
Wait.
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan.
Wait,
does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Zhongli pretty much did the exact same thing Venti did. Decided to bounce and retire from being a god and having the godly duties.
Traveler.
So can people stop giving Venti shit?
She really is looking our way.
Hi.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
I had help.
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Materials to make my character stronger. Cause I hate fighting those Rage's vines. I don't even know how to say that word. I hate fighting those. I got nothing to say, as usual. I got nothing. Hi, I'm
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
We got him to talk. Oh my god. Talk to the people taking part. Okay, where's Zhongli hanging out in the background in the corner? Not seeing him. Not even gonna show up to his own funeral? Dude, that's like the best part of it. Being able to show up to your funeral. Talk to the people taking... Okay, well, do these guys count?
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made.
Thanks.
I believe that future
Eggland, and that's
generations
the
will say
only
so
full
too
sentence you will
when
ever
our
hear in the
deeds come up for their review.
Archon quest. Hey, can you help me put up some missing posters? Imagine... Okay, wait. Imagine being this voice actor and, like, you know, being ready for being, like, the main character and then seeing your script for a game this big, this wide, with this many interactions being, like, 2 pages long. Okay. Hey, that did count. I didn't listen to her at all, but that counted. Holy shit.
Why you? Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless?
I
If
would
you were
really
looking for
like to
someone,
find my
You
sister.
could have just told me that in private.
Listen, some of us aren't trying to get something out of everything.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
I don't think so. But you're kind of old, so it's okay if you forget stuff. Oh, son of a bitch, he showed up! Don't mind that. Okay. He did. Okay. There's legitimately more lines in one sentence of an event quest than any of the Archine quests combined. Oh. Again, imagine being this voice actor and having 2 pages for your whole...
Caught up in their emotions.
2 pages of script for your whole voice acting career in this game.
And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700
Well, can
years?
you also get your people to
Right.
back off of Venti, who did the
two of
same
you can
thing
spare the
earlier than
time.
you?
I should treat you to a meal at the Liyue kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout. but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Liyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
Yeah, affording it's kind of a big deal.
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
Of course you lack the Mora. You've been this way this entire time, but why would Morax lack Mora? He's a god! He doesn't need it!
But why would Morax lack Mora?
Okay, Paimon still.
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora.
Oh.
But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
So he's basically, he rehearsed to become a beggar.
Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
God.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money.
That's true.
You don't have to say it like that.
I mean, she's
In the
right,
City of Commerce,
but we were
do not
spending
merely
Fatui money.
exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives.
Dude, that is
The
not going
Archon
to work
Morax
for getting stuff
could
from
never
your city.
experience
You're
life
gonna
as
need
the
to get a
true
job.
mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
It was a fine
That
journey.
is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently
Inazuma, the place that Eglin doesn't really like. Eglin doesn't really like. Oh my god, I can't talk. Close. Who's the god who rules Inazuma? I think it's the Electro
Yes.
Archon.
The nation has been closed by order of its deity,
I think.
the Electro Archon
Yeah,
Ball.
I remembered.
And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard
Tell
that
me
one
the name.
before.
Is it Raiden?
Raiden?
That is the case.
Okay.
And since Raiden is also the shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
The Inazuma Shogunate. Again, I can guarantee I said that if I was speaking... If this was a Japanese word. I'm sorry. I tried learning Japanese, so I look at words like this and base it off of that. And I shouldn't, because this is a Chinese-oriented speaking...
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very
If I even have that right, 'cause I
Paimon
don't
doesn't
know.
remember that always being the case. It wasn't that
I'm getting it
bad
all in
last
English
year.
so I can understand it. That's all I know.
Childe, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did
Shogun,
Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
I'm just afraid that I'm like...
Visions?
I have the wrong pronunciation
When faced
of
with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power.
Because I think Zhang...
But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate
Qixi.
and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor.
Hmm.
This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Okay.
That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt?
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
What? They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity.
Okay.
It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any
the
unstable
Eggland. I haven't
elements that
started
could pose a threat to her eternal
exploration
realm.
in Inazuma too much
The
yet.
fact that even
but it's a whole bunch of
the
lightning,
oldest of
and
the seven,
on
have now passed
Tsurumi
away,
Island, it's
will
fog.
only
You can't
strengthen
even
her
get
resolve
through.
to pursue eternity.
Sounds like fun.
Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles.
Okay.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
About the trial.
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Chising were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead.
So you did tell them?
I hinted as much to the Adepti as well.
Oh, okay.
How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly
Hey, that's the
convenient
thing
Adepti
you did
art
with
known
the...
as gifting dreams and visions?
With
All
Ningguang.
right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
No, I just wanted to do Ganyo's story quest, and now I gotta talk to Emo Boy. Hey, sacrifices have to be made.
Before the Chising made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most
Most
of them put
blame
the blame
everything
for
on
everything
Childe.
on Childe.
We should keep it that way,
These are
Paimon.
indeed false accusations.
I don't care.
But it remains undeniably true that Childe did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Chising from defeating the ancient god.
Yeah.
I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment.
As she should.
Browbeating the envoys of the Fatui.
She should do exactly that.
Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Childe's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Liyue Chising.
The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Chising don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Chising's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti.
She
Could
wasn't,
the
though.
original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been...
Childe?
All right then.
Okay,
Was there
thanks.
anything else you wish to know?
You're such an
right.
knowing god.
Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power.
This is terrible!
We're not gonna run out of Mora, Paimon. It's
coming
fine.
to an end.
We'll never run out of Mora.
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome
There
matters
you
to the
go,
Liyue Chising to
Zhongli.
debate.
You have retired. Ain't none of this your
Private
problem.
funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund. This does seem
He's
like
really
a good,
gonna become
logical,
a beggar.
common sense idea.
He's gonna be a beggar. Eggland,
It's a
I'm one
shame.
sentence into talking with Xiao, and he's already being a little bitch.
It's a
He does
shame
look
that I
like the
didn't
type
think
to
of
be
it
a
at
little
the
bitch.
time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish
Oh
to
my
know?
god, Zhongli. I love you. I love
Well,
him.
I
He may be
suppose
kind
you'll
of
have to
stupid,
find
but
a
I
way
love
to get
him.
inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Okay. I bet I could force it to happen sooner if I really wanted it to. Oh yeah! Really getting along here. What? That's weird. Okay, anyway. I don't know what's going on there. I was gonna do something, but never mind. Just look at this. Yes, look. Vibro crystal research. Something. Complete the quest. I have a lot of stuff that I probably should be doing. Complete a teapot. I can fish. Yo, I can fish. I didn't know I could fish. I'm gonna have to do that. I didn't know that I could fish. Now I kinda wanna do it just so I can fish. Oh, it's a extra side quest. Oh my god, look at all these things that have opened up. Complete other quests to continue. Okay. Talk to Madam. Man, part 1 though? Why is it always gotta be so long? Why? Zhongli is just that one grandpa that you can barely carry a conversation with since it always goes back to wine and memories at some point. You can also catch animals and build a house too. Oh, that's so cool! I didn't know you could do all that. Well, let's go ahead and start this one. Aye! I saved the side quest for off screen, even though it looks like I haven't touched side quests in a very long time.
Today to make an important announcement.
Eventually, I promise. Let's go.
Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project.
So the
Your voice is
rumors are
strange.
true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today.
Okay.
The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Oh. Why do we need all that?
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically, Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float.
This seems
Wonder
very
Cores,
complicated.
meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself.
I don't understand a damn
Although
thing.
these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most.
Of course you do.
Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question.
Ooh, a question.
You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
I don't
These
know,
things
man.
won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime.
For
Information
you
from
guys,
Lady
not
Ningguang
for
is
me.
priceless. Whoever gets to it
Care
first
about any of that?
takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but
Why
I
would
have
you
some
admit
business
that,
to do.
dude? Why would you admit that? All it takes is somebody following you.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
What a free way to get labor.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber?
Thank you for trying to join. I'm a little busy.
Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you?
We did.
What do you think? Interested?
Can I really ask you anything at all?
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
I bet she's not. Maybe I can find out more about my sister. I bet she's not.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business.
I'm on.
I'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course.
Yeah,
But
of
how much
course.
information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock.
Her
a rare
secretary
opportunity presents itself to
is
you. Do not let somebody else
Ganyu.
snatch it from your grasp.
Ganyu.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going.
Well, you know what?
First,
I guess.
we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Kind of
Ma'am,
fishy.
you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that. Hey, come on, don't go!
Wow.
Why don't you stand there after her? Oh, right.
Why?
Yeah.
But why? Okay, cool. What a great way to start this. Oh my god.
That? They said they had some useful information.
Yeah, they did.
Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
I'm kind of debating on if I should really follow them because I don't know how what kind of rabbit hole it will take me down. Because I don't really have terribly a lot of time left. Mainly because I can't like go too far over stream time because I need to get ready for... I need to actually start thinking about bed and shit here like soon, as crappy as that is. Oh my god, one of mine is over here. So I guess I'll just do some dailies just to get it done. Yay, one of your favorite characters? I will meet them officially next time. I just gotta do some small, quick stuff. Takes a bit of time since there's a boss in this quest. Yeah, and I don't know when, like, it will get to a part where I can't do co-op. Because it's very... Yeah, I don't know when it'll get to a point that I can't do co-op. So I don't want to accidentally screw out my chance of playing co-op with my friend since I did work so hard on getting her account ready for that. Level 43! I feel like that's a little high. Never mind, I saw how if I can actually hit you, how well I can do. You're not going anywhere. Wow. I can't though.
Let it rain.
I know I just get a little bit of... Okay, I did get them both. I get a little bit of... Where am I going now? Down. Thank you. I'm so glad it's very dangerous.
Frozen in time. Dodge this. Ah!
I feel like now it's slightly easier because now I'm out of. Where is it? Where? Over here. I'm out of story quest stuff. Well, I'm still touching it. No. Cause yeah, I feel like they were a little bit harder during the quests than now. Go! We have limited time.
Freeze.
I did the wrong thing. Hold up. There we go.
Cool it.
I'll race you
died.
there.
Go. We are so close. I'm also cold. I forgot that cold happens. Made it. Well, I didn't mean to set myself on fire. I just wanted to get close to the fire. Oh man. I am glad that these daily missions change up a bit here and there. Wait, the other thing I wanted to do, though, was check out a Geo statue to see how many things I could turn in and upgrade. So I'll do that real quick, too. Just do little small things until the end. It really sucks that I have to be up so early and then have a hell time coming up with trips, but that is to be expected since it is the last month of school and they have to do everything they possibly can. Oh, I'm 4 off. I thought I was doing better than that. Up. Let's go. Do one more daily because they're just so easy. It was down this route, wasn't it? No, down this one. Yes, I still haven't really figured out how to fully navigate with the map. I'm not that great with the map for some reason. Can't you guys just mind your business? Like ever? Oh, I see what we're going up to. It's one of these
Bet
ones.
you can't keep up with me. Go, Baron Bunny.
It's one of these ones. Stop it. Good lord. This one's actually taken a little bit. Got it.
With the wind.
Of course you were able to hit me with that.
No escape.
Nope. Mind your business. this.
Windblade!
Okay, my goodness. All of you just really showed up. I know I don't need to finish fighting them to complete the mission, but that's okay.
Dodge this!
Okay. Aren't you just proud of yourself there, buddy boy?
Disappear!
I'll protect us.
Oh my god. I didn't know you were doing that.
Windblade!
There we go. I don't care what you want from me. Hey. I really wish these guys didn't have shields. It would make my life a little bit easier. Just a little.
Freeze!
Hooray! And I get credit for beating them. And I think that is where I'm gonna have to end it today once I'm done cleaning up all the stuff I got. Yes. Because I gotta start getting ready for bed and / eat something. As crappy as that is, I have to try to eat something and also go to bed at the same time. It's great time. It's great. It's great working at shift work jobs. So, thank everybody who showed up to the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And thank you again, Eggland Soup, for the help that you gave me with the fight against Childe. If I didn't know dodging was the if I didn't know dodging was the initial thing that you should be more worried about, I probably would not have done so well my first time. I didn't make any food items. Maybe I'll do that real quick before I totally log off the game. But thank you guys so much. Oh, I'm on world level 3 now. Jesus. I'm telling you, don't grind a lot, because yeah. Oh my goodness. I won't be streaming on Wednesday because I am working, and I don't really think I will have the energy to stream once I'm done, especially since I have to be ready for work again the next day anyway. So, I pretty much canceled my stream on Wednesday. I might do something on Saturday for extra, but if I don't, I will be streaming again on Sunday with Harvest Moon if you wish to watch or come hang out when I do that. Thank you guys again. Have a good rest of your night, and maybe I will see you again in another stream.